Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players. This is Untitled Chapter. Today I'm going to be going over the version 11.22.2017 update. It was just brought up today, or put out on the forums today. However, tomorrow is when it's going to drop because today is the 21st. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So, this week marks the second anniversary of the worldwide launch of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Wow, so it's been out for 2 years. And I started in March of last year, which November, December, January, February, March. So it's like 4 months before the game started. 4 months after the game started, I started playing. Of course, again, I've said in other videos, I've took a couple of breaks, which is a regrettable thing, but can't complain. Whoops. So, anyway, so to celebrate, the team has been working tirelessly to bring you a major update with new feature improvements. We enjoy it. Over the past 2 years, one of the features players requested mostly was ways for guilds to compete head-to-head. And, of course, that's coming in Territory Wars. That's kind of so that's great. It's going to be not like because a lot of players in the forums mentioned they wanted like a PvP setup, kind of like Arena, but it would be a live battle. Of course, it's going to be hard if you're like always updating to a server, because you never know when someone's online or not. So this type of game may actually be better than that in this regard, since it's a mobile game. There's a new territory battle, 3 new characters, rewards to celebrate our anniversary, and numerous polish items and bug fixes. So let's get into it. So prelude to Territory Wars. Territory Wars is coming. Whoops, I went a little too fast. My bad. It's coming. Get your guild to help you and your guild prepare. We're rolling out a series of information, posts, videos, and events to start. So start from Tuesday, November 21st. You can find handy dandy in-game messaging breaking down what you need to know. Also, they've had a few YouTubers actually each get like a subject of the Territory Wars. Mobile Gamer has one. One of the bigger people now, thanks to I think it was Mobile Gamer or Arnold T, where Crazy Games. I don't remember her name right offhand. So yeah, she has information up. Arnold T already has some up. So yeah, there'll be YouTubers actually throwing out different content on tips for the Territory Wars. So be prepared for that. Also, this week brings. Oh, hold on. And so yeah, here's the events. Keep an eye on that. So here's the events. Ooh. So. Go Nerdy Warrior. Whoa, they have all these game changers. So yeah, here's some of the YouTubers that they're Crazy Excuses. That's her name. Home with Ahsoka. Then you got Arnold T and his awesome Grand Admiral Arnold T look. That looks funny and awesome. We got Mobile Gamer. Just all their little logos. Something I might have to look into doing sometime. But yeah, these are all the ones that are bringing content, stuff like that. So yeah, you can select this and go into it and get some more info. I'm only covering this page, really. So in this event, players will be exposed to different powerful defensive squads to start prepping for Territory Wars. There will be unique events for players at levels 20 to 39, 40 to 59, 60 to 69, 70 to 79, and players 80 to 85 will get 2 event tiers. Okay. Remember that Territory Wars are for players level 65 plus, so get leveling if you want to participate in a full event. Alright. Territory Wars and battle scheduling. So, as announced previously, we're releasing the new Darkside Territory battle, Imperial Retaliation. And that will start November 23rd. Ooh, 2 days from now. Now, will I cover this? I will do what I can to cover this because the 23rd is, of course, Thursday. and that is Thanksgiving in the states of U.S., so we will see if I get a chance to cover it, because I'm going to be with family. Plus, that day I'm going to be, weirdly enough, driving back home. So it's going to be a challenge. I may cover what I can that day and just make it home. So yeah, this next couple of days are going to be busy. So me getting videos out will be, let's say, difficult at times. So I will do my best to get out. Just family, the trip, everything. It's about a 4-6 hour trip, give or take. Yeah, I'm gonna be driving a bunch. So yeah, I'll do what I can to cover stuff in the next 2 to 3 days. Like tomorrow, the update comes out. This update comes out. I don't know if I'll cover it. So I don't know. If I do, it'll be late at night or something. So anyways, until the new territory war is released, you may see the Imperial invasion territory battle schedule. So also 23rd to the 28th, and then the first territory wars will start the 28th, beginning with a 24-hour preview phase. As long as there are no issues, the second territory wars will start December 1st. So it looks like we're going to be doing territory war, territory battle. And then each time we do a territory battle, we'll cycle between light side, dark side. So I hope that they will update the store, the guild event store, to have a couple of dark side characters added. Have at least a couple of rows for dark side ships and dark side characters. Of course, we got the gear. I will admit, I still feel like the gear can be price adjusted a little bit. Because if you went straight for gear, you would be out of your, at least when you place around 25 to 30, 32, within a day and a half, you'll be probably out of, because I have been using the guild event store to catch up on gear, which has been helping me out. I've been glad that it's been that way, as well as the updated shard store. So I hope they update that a little bit, change some of the numbers around a little bit to make it a little more lasting, long, friendly for, everyone. Of course, it's nice that we're going to start getting it to where territory wars will also provide some more rewards. And I'll get a video out when actually I can cover those rewards themselves all in entirety. So I may do that tomorrow, but we'll see. Also, I will be lacking internet, so I won't have access to internet as much. So yeah, I'll be lacking on a lot of things while up there. So, but anyways, so get prepared. So basically it's going to continue on. And then here you could click for the coverage, territory war. This is just the page that talks about territory war. So, here's a picture of that. Territory to defend. Yep. I don't think this one actually had. No, it didn't. Okay, so yeah, you just come in and click on that, and you'll get to the territory war overview. Territory battles. Imperial invasion renamed to Rebel Assault. Okay, so the release of Imperial Retaliation, Hoth Darkside. We're updating the Imperial Invasion to be named Rebel Assault, Hoth Lightside, so the players will more clearly know which part of their collection is required. So yeah, that's nice. So with this territory battle, Imperial Retaliation, it's great. It's great that we're getting a dark side one, and I do hope down the road we start in the next 6 months. I'm not saying do it right away, but in the next 6 months when they do some rotations out, and it'll start randomizing between certain battlefields. So hopefully the next one we get, weirdly enough, is Battle of Geonosis. I would prefer Battle of Geonosis versus some sort of First Order Resistance Battle of Jakku or whatever. I say do that in the next 6 months so that we have those characters done. And then come the next time we see Episode 9, that's when they can release a big battlefield for Resistance and First Order. Boom, done and done. But, that's my thoughts of ahead of time. So the requirements for the Dark Side Imperial Retaliation Colonel Stark, Imperial Probe Droid, General Veers, Snow Trooper, and Vader. Some combat missions will require Empire, Imperial Trooper, and Bounty Hunter factions. So we get to start using Bounty Hunters. So I was kind of right in a way to actually start working on Bounty Hunters. I've been kind of off and on working on Dengar and Zam Wazell, because both of them are like would be making me have 5 Bounty Hunters, just in case they decide to make Jango Fett a legendary event that needs Bounty Hunters. Because I feel like they need Bounty Hunters more than clones. Clones could be used for like a clone team or something else. But for Bounty Hunters, we get to start using Bounty Hunter factions. And Bounty Hunters, like, you only get to use them in the credit heist events, the droid events, the droid heist, credit heist events. And that's the only place you use scoundrels and bounty hunters. And out of my team, I use 2, sometimes 3 bounty hunters, depending on what way I take them in. So, yeah, it's interesting. I'll say that. So, but it's glad we're getting bounty hunters. I still hope that they add more Imperial troops, and maybe make Colonel Stark another Imperial Trooper faction leader, so that we can actually use Imperial Imperial Troopers. We have at least 2 sections of Imperial Troopers, or 2 uses of Imperial troops instead of 1. Because you use 1, you use 5 out of the 6 characters in the game. And I would like to see some more Imperial Troopers added to the game within the next 2 to 3 months to actually accommodate that. And of course, I have talked about this in videos before, so go check them out. The special abilities: you have fought to activate Rebel Assault, you will fight to deactivate an Imperial Retaliation, and vice versa. So there'll be some bonuses. So like if you tried to throw some characters and platoons on to actually gain like rebel supplies or something like that, you get to do the opposite, where you shut them down and you activate your own. So that's great. So yeah, and so the special abilities you fought to act. Okay, I've already said that. The additional territory has been added, so that a total of 48 stars can be obtained. That's great. I felt like it would be nice to actually it'd be nice to actually have it to where, you know, characters can be, or not characters, but in the territories, or the territories, you can only get so many stars, and some guilds, with the add of the early Rogue One and Phoenix squads that are required, it's very hard to actually, you know, get those 3 stars at the beginning. So it makes me wonder if on Phase 2 they add a ship battle, because usually ship battles are 3, 4, and 5. So we might have a ship battle for 2, which would be fine. I'd be okay with that. So, and we dropped combat and special mission encounters from 6 waves to 4 waves. So it's just to speed up the game for everyone. And I kind of like that, because it makes me wonder if they're going to have Phase 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's 4 days. And then have Phase 1 and 2 in 1 day. Oh, no, that's 4. So they may do 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6. So 1 and 2 on 1 day, 3 and 4 on second day, then 5 and then 6 on their own days. So we might see it that way. I don't know. So how about the new characters? I have gone over them yesterday, so you can check out that video about Wampa, Imperial Probe Droid, Colonel Stark. So yeah, further details can be reviewed on the characters. You click that link. So in one of the last What's Aheads, it was talking about making something a double. There were some people thinking it was Hondo. Some people think it was something about having another Rey or a Han or something. But it was actually talking about the double drop event here. And I'm kind of excited that that's what it is. So it's nice that we get double drop events. I will say I do hope that we get a double drop event for Christmas, and like maybe the week of Christmas. Not the weekend or 2 to 3 days. I'm saying like a full-fledged 7 days of double drops. That would allow us to catch up on characters and Cantina and Light Side Dark Side battles, It'll allow us to get caught up on. Of course, I'd be honest. I'd probably spend probably 10, maybe $20, and then save. Get it to where I use for light side, dark side battles. I use up the 350s and maybe 100, and then that's it. And then the Cantina / guild battles, or not guild, mod battles, I would probably use 2 for mods and 1 for a character, just to speed characters up. And I hope that we get that type of thing for Christmas. That'd be a great thing for December, near December 25th. Good week of double drops. I bet a lot of people would love that. It would be great for the developers, but it would also be great for us. So, a 25% crystal promotion in celebration of Galaxy Heroes' 2nd anniversary for a limited time. Get 25% more crystals and select bundle store limited one-time purchase. This promotion begins November 22nd, so tomorrow. And then on to the 24th is when the double drops happen. From the 24th to the 25th. So, yeah, I'm going to probably be spending maybe $10 so that I can start getting, because I will admit, I want to, at least each day, I want to at least use a refresh for mods, because that's kind of a refresh for 2, because it's double drops. That means also we're going to be able to catch up on Galactic War, shard, or tokens, and etc. So that's kind of nice, and I hope in the future they do a double, when they do double drop, they don't do it, they do it with also like completion of raids. So you complete a raid on these days, your guild completes a raid on these days, everything's double dropped there too. I think that would be nice when they do these big double drop events, but we'll see. Shard shuffle. So now we're able to get these characters. So Smuggler, Han, and Chewie are on both 8F and G. And it's kind of up there, though. It's like, why put them way up there? Why? That makes it hard for us to farm, especially when we'll need them. Which means, to be honest, I probably won't be getting the lightsaber raid for, like, ever. Because I probably won't farm these characters until, 3-4 months down the road when I get caught up on other characters I'm working on. Finn, Old Ben. Yeah, so I got a lot of characters to catch up on, and I feel like I don't have time to, farm these 2 on Cantina, especially their hardest. I would have hoped that they actually put these 2, especially needing to be required, on lower costing Cantina event tiers. Or another option would have been to also include them in like Galactic War, the Galactic War store. Would have been great to throw them in there. Just both of them, throw them in, be done. Because you get like 1,200 in a day. You can put 400. You could at least get 5 and 5 each day, plus the Cantina battles. So you can kind of spread it out, and then I could like me, I'm kind of finishing Poggle and getting him to 7-star because I'm going to use him right now temporarily as a throwaway character when you mark 0 on a raid. So packs and bundles, they'll be coming soon. So it looks like they also have some tools for guild leader and officer. So it's great that we're getting some exciting updates for guild officers, guild leaders. I'm not a guild officer or leader, which I'm glad to be. I'm not, because some guilds make it to where you have to use like Microsoft Excel or something just to keep up on everyone's numbers and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, that's a lot to take care of. That's a lot. I hope they add some of these updates into the game to where guild officers, they can just look at the character or the player and be like, they did this many energy each day. Here's a calendar of Monday through Friday. This is how many tokens they provided. This is how much help they've provided in territory battles, etc., etc. That'd be something to be nice. So time savings. So introduce more Elder features. Elder being close to 80, 85 range. Most likely just level 85 character players. So that's, me. It's being become clear that steps need to be taken to reduce time and commitment in other areas of the game. This is a continuing decision, but we have taken the following actions as a step. So territory wars will not be occurring at the same time as battles. So that's great. Galactic War difficulty. Oh my gosh, I'm excited about this. We currently scale the difficulty of Galactic War opponents with the player's best squad. However, only scale rewards up to level 85. We are now capping the difficulty of the opponent's squads around the power of the players who have just reached level 85. This should make Galactic War far easier and to complete for elder players. This is nice because once you hit level 85 and then you start running into like CLS teams right off the bat, gear 12, stuff like that, it's impossible to beat. Like the first time I got to level 85, I was still, working on good multiple teams to beat Galactic War. Once Nihilus came out, I was excited about that. Like it was like a month and a half later is when I got Nihilus, and I'm like, sweet, so I can start working on Nihilus. So I worked on Nihilus and the other Sith. And for quite a while, I used Nihilus as a lead to beat the Galactic War. And if I couldn't beat some of them, I'd, throw in a random other team just to chew down some of the characters. But, I'm just glad that, that kind of thing is now getting a little more fixed. I hope that they continue to improve it, because I have a 0 Gear 12 characters. I have 0 Gear 12s. I'm close to having one, I'll admit. But I don't like running into a full Gear 12 team, and I only have like 3 Gear 11s and a bunch of Gear 10s and 9s and 8s. That hurts for being free to play. Like, I will admit, I'm like a kind of a pay to play, or I'm like a little fish or whatever, the scaling. I think it was Warrior or someone. So anyways, challenge timers. The cooldowns of challenge timers have been reduced from 10 to 2 minutes for level 85 players. That's great, because now I can, especially on Sundays. Sundays are the worst because you have so many, like, even though if you have all of them maxed out, you can hit the one button at the top, which was a great time saver. But I still feel like this is even a better time saver. So every 2 minutes, I'll be able to do it. So I can do the challenges, do one of the challenges, go do a couple of battles, do some Galactic War battles, do some of my dailies, come back to it, knock it out again and again. And I hope this also works towards the ship challenges as well, which I'm assuming it is, but it doesn't really say if it's just ship or the regular ground combat challenges. So we'll see. And then some challenges made for daily activities to improve player experience. The dailies associated with training a character and equipping a piece of gear will now end at level 40. The daily for upgrading a mod will be available from player level 50 to 59. Oh, sweet. So once you get to level 50 to 59, you'll actually, the daily of actually, upgrading a mod. So I don't have to upgrade a mod anymore. Even though I just find a random mod at like 12 or 9 and just add like 2,000 credits to it to upgrade it. So that's nice. I got tired of, so it kind of speeds up our daily activities a little bit, especially when we get new stuff down the road. They'll want to add it into dailies, so we'll see what they do as well. And when these dailies are removed, their rewards will be added to the daily activities completion. So that's great. So that means, it's nice to actually have that, to where the daily completion, and you've already done your dailies, and it's like you have one less to worry about now. I'm excited about that. So yeah, polish. Looks like they just polished some parts of the game. Let's see. I want to see if one of them's in there. So if you've been watching Mobile Gamers, Arnold T's Warrior videos, and they do the previews of these new characters, if you really look at it, you'll see the buffs and debuffs actually had a little number above it. So it makes me wonder if, doesn't look like it says anything, but it makes me wonder if we will start to see, the numbers, so that, like, if you use Chariot and cleanse up like 12 debuffs, and now you have like 50, like 12 buffs of heal over time, it actually condenses it into one. That I'm hoping they're actually changing to improve, which is great, because we're starting to add new buffs every time. Like, we got Akbar's unique buff, we got BB-8's unique buff, we got, the protection ups, stuff like that. And we will see if, you know, that kind of thing actually works out. So, and then they've worked on bugs. And then finally, the last thing of this video, what's ahead? The belonging you seek is not behind you, it's ahead. So, if you do watch Mobile Gamers, he does actually look it up while on the video and said it's a Maz Kanata quote. So, it can mean, he said it could mean one or two things, and I kind of agree with this. It could be a future event coming up, probably like Ray's event that's coming up, or it could be we might actually getting Maz Kanata herself. So I do want to show this really quickly. Oh, whoops, wrong. If you look at this picture here, you will see that the equipment and stuff that she has, she does have a blaster. So she could use a basic as a blaster, do some sort of damage. Probably not a lot, should be more of a support, and then have like one or two abilities, maybe similar to Hermit Yoda / BB-8. We might have something of that nature, because she is a very old lady, wise lady, I should say wise. Good thing she's not real, or I would be like, she would have bodyguards throw me through things. I don't know what she'd do. Old? Let's just start clipping your toenails and taking your toenails. Not clipping them, but like peeling toenails. I don't know what she would do. But yeah, she's a wise, she's lived for a long time. She's like Yoda, where she's lived for a long, long time. And she's, you know, kept up with that castle. And my predictions would be she could or could not be resistant. That's one thing. But I can easily see that since she's kind of in charge of like this pirate-type stronghold, Maz's castle or whatever, she could have a scoundrel theme to her. So she might be a super supporting scoundrel that might actually be a cleansing / healer maybe. So we'll see how that one works out. We'll see if that actually is a viability. So, but yeah, again, whoops, that's not the one I wanted to select. So yeah, again, that might be what it is we may actually get Maz Kanata. So we'll see if we do or not. So again, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I know this was a longer video, and I do appreciate you guys sticking through with it. But yeah, again, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I do appreciate it always, and you guys have a wonderful day.